Hi ho, Roundtable fans. This is your host Steven here, and we're doing a little recap of the year in music 2021. Some of my favorite albums that have come out and that have gotten me through this crazy time of the pandemic. And we'll start off with Iron Maiden, Sinjitsu. Again, produced by a longtime producer Kevin Shirley, who's known for Journey and Joe Bonamassa. A lot of fans were not crazy about this one because it was a little bit more progressive. The songs are about 8 minutes long on average. I thought that a band that has nothing left to prove, 40 years into their career, still going strong and pushing themselves, I think deserve kudos for this album. I think they've done well. I think it is different. It's a different beast. They're not 20 years old anymore. This is no more Number of the Beast. This is different, but it still sounds like Iron Maiden, and the band sounds invigorated. The band sounds invested in this project. So with that being said, I think it deserves to be in any Iron Maiden collection and deserves to be in your rock collection. Next up is Alice Cooper, Detroit Stories, where he pays homage. Another one. This is pays homage to the Detroit rock scene, which influenced him and he grew up with, and his band, became popular there. It's a straightforward. It's not Welcome to My Nightmare. It's nowhere near a concept album per se. It's just Alice Cooper playing rock tracks, and I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna have to go with Our Love Will Change the World, as there's some pretty good lyrics, pretty funny too, pretty sarcastic Alice Cooper kind of thing. Detroit City 2021. There's a whole bunch of good ones on here. I think it's just great to see Alice not overthinking the process and just rocking out. So Detroit Rock City. Sorry, that's Kiss. Detroit Stories by Alice Cooper. Sorry about that. Again, Kevin Shirley, producer for Joe Bonamassa, Time Clocks. He's the master right now of the blues, in my opinion. He's untouchable. He's the man. And this is another top quality release, and a little bit progressive on here too. I do hear a tinge of the Division Bells kind of sound, Pink Floyd's Division Bells on this. I think he listened to that album. Good. It's catchy. He's most accessible, I think, if you're not a diehard blues fan, but if you can appreciate a good guitar player, this is it. Curtain Call, very Zeppelin-esque. That's nothing new for him. He has a very Zeppelin sound on his releases. Notches is a great opening track. The Heart That Never Waits, great single. Time Clocks, that's the one that has the Pink Floyd influence on it. So Time Clocks by Joe Bonamassa is a must, I think. The fifth album by the Dead Daisies, this time out John Corabi, who I thought was a great addition to the band and brought them a lot more, not respectability, but they were more listenable. I really like Corabi with that band for the last 2-3 albums. I saw them live in Montreal with some of the guys, and we were all blown away. This time out, excuse me, Deep Purple and Trapeze vocalist Glenn Hughes steps in, giving the band a little bit more bluesy and funk to their sound, and it doesn't take away from the rock at all, from the hard rock sound that they're known for. It's just a different element, and it's kind of like saying Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth era. They're both different beasts, but both very entertaining. So Glenn Hughes coming aboard changes the element of the band, but no way takes away from the enjoyment of it. So that's it being said. Higher Holy Ground by Dead Daisies up there. Next up is Styx, Crash of the Crown. They surprised me a few years ago with their return to a studio album after 15 years. This Crash of the Crown is another, I think, great album, maybe top 5 of their catalog. Released at the tail end of the pandemic, so there is a balance of isolation, desperation with hope and joy and looking forward to a better tomorrow on this record. It sounds very, in a sense, 70s You can hear the progressive 70s sticks in here, yet poppy and sounds very today. It is a modern day classic Styx album. And I would have to say it's in their top 5 of their catalog easily. Bar none, this thing deserves to be up there. Next up, Dave Grohl and the boys are back with Medicine and Midnight. Their most upbeat album of their career, I think. This is very, very happy, and I think that's what we needed during 2021 is a band that's happy and give us some good vibes. This is a little bit more poppy, a little more dance. I've heard this is their version of David Bowie's Let's Dance, and I can hear that, especially in the title track, Medicine and Midnight. I hear that David Bowie influence on there. Making a Fire, great opening track. The second song and the first single, Shame, Shame, for me, gets better after every listen. This is a song I think that's going to go down as a later day masterpiece on that. Shame, Shame is just phenomenal. The drumming, the playing, the singing, everything is incredible on this song. And the more I hear it, the more I discover it. It's like Beautiful Day from U2. I loved it the first time, but the more I hear it, the more I love it. And the more I find something to love. Same thing with this. No Son of Mine, very good rocker. Waiting on a War, good track too. You can't go wrong with the Foo Fighters. If you liked them before, this is just a very, very positive album, very happy album. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So if you need something to dance to, put on a party, this is it. Last but not least, Canada's very own Colin James. This guy's been around as well for a long time. This guy's, the last couple of albums, he's really going into taking the blues influences that he loves. So he's either a new song or a cover, making him his own, but yet it's still sounding today and yet looking towards the future. So he's grabbing the blues and, like Joe Bonamassa, brings them to the future without forgetting where these songs come from. So Colin James hit it out of the park with this one. I think this is his best album of his career. And it may not be super hits on there, but the songs are all good on here, if you know what I mean. If you want to listen to the album all the way through, this is it. And he's Canadian. He's from here. Those are my picks. So hopefully you like some of these. I hope you discover them. Let me know what you like. If you like this, hit that like button. Subscribe to us. Let us know what your favorite albums were during 2021. What got you through the pandemic? We'd love to hear from you. And you know what? Hold your head up high. It's not how you get hit. It's how you take those hits and move forward. So live the dream. Be good to each other. Love each other. And I'll see you soon, okay? Take care.